Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
The Houston Astros are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
This is the Legends 34 Sports Podcast with your hosts, K-Rino and DJ Wrekk.
Alrighty, I think we're going to get it going. Legends 34 Sports Podcast with another K-Rino, me and DJ Wrekk. This is a special edition, fantasy football. That's why I'm all geared up for war here, looking all ridiculous. More ridiculous to hire my draft pick. Cross my finger. And in the house tonight we got my bro Bubba Dustin. We got cousin Eric. All fantasy football players, and we have the honor of having Mr. Trench Warfare Jr., Wesley Jr., who's 4 Super Bowls, 2 rings.
Oh, man.
You do not want to come across
like the
in
GOAT.
fantasy football.
That's what
And been working at Papa's for, what, 30 years now?
Man,
go
salute.
get it, man. Wesley, you are our hero, Wesley. We love you.
I know you done seen me in that before. Getting a baked potato up out that bad boy.
Alrighty, man. First things first, I guess we will start out with a little bit of sports news. There's not a lot of NBA unless you got something to bring up in the NBA besides the season schedule was released.
This is the worst time of the year for me, man, because we waiting on basketball, waiting on football. Preseason just ended in football, so just waiting it out. I've been checking out the W though. I've been watching some WNBA, man.
Yeah, me too.
And I saw Adrian Wilson go off last night. He went off like 42 points. So a lot of people are not really big fans of the WNBA, but I am. I love watching the WNBA. So, yeah, just waiting on that NBA season. I saw this thing where they were talking about the team that they were projecting to make the biggest jumps from last season to this season record-wise, and the Rockets' name comes up every time they have those conversations. So that gets me pumped up because I feel like they will make a jump because they made a hell of a jump last season. So it's time now. We can't be in that mode of we just glad to be here. It's time now to start thinking playoffs this coming season. So,
And that coach, man, he's no nonsense. I'm sure they're not going to let them slide. It ain't happening.
And we made improvements.
Right.
As we got better as a team, and the guys from last year are going to be a year better, the year older, a year better. So I'm looking for Şengün, Jalen Green, those guys, Cam Whitmore, and Amen Thompson to really make a jump this year as far as their game, man. And the chemistry and all that, so I can't wait. Now I'm happy about football season, but I'm basketball first. I can't wait till the NBA start back up.
Cool. So NBA, that's pretty much all the news. I don't know if you saw the schedule was released today. We were looking at it briefly. I don't know if you want to. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Let's
seen
go
it
to
yet.
that tab, Red. We have 2 games on TNT this year and only 1 game on ESPN, so we ain't getting a lot of shine this year.
But I did see where there is an increase in our national TV games this season, rightfully so. So, I mean, that's a jump.
Right.
So that's a good thing because I think the Rockets are, and not just because we're in Houston, they're just a team that's fun to watch.
Right.
They're going to be fun to watch, so I think the national audience will not have no problems seeing the Rockets on TNT, ESPN, some of the national channels like that, man. Why not?
I think there's going to be a little 2-guard controversy.
Between what? 2 guard between who?
You got Cam coming forward. You got Jalen.
So. No, I hope it is.
It's going to be a hot seat,
I hope it is because
when
you got a situation like that, that's like having 2 quarterbacks and you don't know who's going to start. If those guys are pushing each other, it's just going to make both of them better.
You hear that, Eric? Russell Wilson and
Man,
Fields, they're going to He's a Pittsburgh fan.
Look, I got a homie that I hoop with. We just had this conversation Monday because he a Pittsburgh fan, and he said that he believed that Justin Fields was going to beat out Russell Wilson. I feel like just on Russell Wilson's resume and his veteranship, I think he's going to get the job starting off, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Justin Fields getting some run at some point.
Well, they just released it yesterday that Russell Wilson is starting quarterback.
Yeah. So, see, and I didn't know that. I just felt like because of his resume, man, and just who he is, and Justin Fields being his third year, I think that that's the right decision to make. But if Russell start slipping, if he start rustling, then I can see them making a change because I don't think Mike Tomlin has ever missed the playoffs ever since he's been coaching, and so you don't want to jeopardize that streak because in football, you start off, you lose 2 or 3 games early, you already in the hole, man. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see, man. And that's on that note, it's crazy because I'm 50-something years old, and man, from the time I've been alive, the Pittsburgh Steelers have only had 3 coaches, bro. Since I've been alive. They had Chuck Noll when I was growing up during the Steel Curtain days. Then they had Bill Cowher, and now they got Tom. That's crazy, man.
In this day and age.
The Texans had 5 coaches in the last 5 years.
5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, Pittsburgh, they pretty solid organization, man.
Rooney didn't had I don't know how many kids.
yeah, but they just pass it down. Like they keep it in, and I think those family-owned, family-run organizations where they kind of keep it going like that, they tend to have a lot of success. You ain't gonna talk about the Cowboys in that regard, but for the most part, when you stick to your principles and you ain't firing a coach every year and a half, then you got a shot. You gotta give people a chance, man.
I'm wearing way too much oil and blue to be serious talking about Steelers, man. We gotta move on from this conversation.
I agree.
But WNBA, like you said, I was watching a few games. Reese, she get a couple 20 rebound games. She becoming a Dennis Rodman of the WNBA. Huh?
Yeah, she get the offensive skills together. She's gonna be a problem.
Right.
Because she's still getting 12 or 13 a game for us points. But I watch her game. Her points come hard. She got to get it. So she's struggling a lot. But she one of my favorite players. So she should really watch Asia Wilson's game because they got same body type. She should watch Asia Wilson's game and start patterning herself after that to where she's more effective than just being in the paint. I need a 10, 15 footer. I need some moves. I need some Akeem and Kevin McHale up and under footwork type stuff, and then she'll be a problem for real.
Right.
Get a little baby jump hook or something like that.
As far as basketball goes, that's pretty much it. But I do want to mention that there is another episode of Legends 34 that's still in the editing process, and we got the honor, the privilege of getting to interview Prairie View's head coach, Byron Smith, who is ex-U of H alumni, played basketball. I found out he was the scoring leader at one time in Louisiana State, Shreveport.
I can't remember the city, but he one of Louisiana's finest, man, and just a hell of a basketball player, man. Straight So
what an IQ and knowledge, right?
Yeah, no question, man.
And can still hoop. He can give you them buckets, right?
And can still hoop and gonna talk trash to the whole time, and he know you can't stop him.
Right.
He gonna let you know that you can't stop him. Yeah.
But stay tuned. That's coming near this episode. We'll have that out soon. I guess on the baseball, man, Astros still holding it down the first spot. There's been some new acquisitions. I think they got a player from the Dodgers, right? They called some kids up from the minors.
Yeah.
We're getting we got a Verlander back, which hopefully get Tucker back soon.
Right.
Today was a huge game. I don't know if you heard. Alvarez had 3 home runs.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of it before I left. They getting a lot of the troops back, man, and that make a big difference for this last little stretch. I don't think they in no danger of losing the division because Seattle have kind of folded and under whatever pressure they was under. But yeah, man, those guys that they called up, DeCenzo and Shane Whitcomb,
right.
and there's another guy that I can't remember his name, but there's another guy that's been playing this past week or so that came out the gate, playing real well. So you couple that with the return of Verlander. Verlander had a rough little patch the last outing, but he gonna be all right. If a guy can still get you 5 innings on a rough night, when he get back in rhythm, they're gonna be a problem, man. So pitching is what's gonna win it for you.
Yes.
We know we got hit and Tucker come back cool, but at the end of the day, they lost last year because the pitching failed them. So we'll see.
Speaking of which, Hector Neris is back in the bullpen.
Yeah, that was big.
Yes,
that was big.
We need that 6th, 7th inning pitcher back.
Yeah.
It seems like that's kind of been our vulnerable spot.
Yeah.
Seems to be
right.
mid relief, but
right.
He can get that sewed up.
Yeah, no question.
So, and I guess if that's done with baseball, that's going to head us into the NFL. And I guess before we start that, we'll have us a Legends 34 halftime. And that'll be for the fantasy league. Everybody's waiting and anticipating the first spin for our draft order.
Man, I want to see this.
And we're going to do the spin for the Alliance League, which is our trade league. And there's 16 participants in each league this year. And this is the moment everybody's been waiting for. And I guess we can go ahead and start, man. We will do the first spin. Let's see who's going to be spin number 16 or draft pick number 16. And Angel Mello, who won last year.
Wow.
He gets the 16th pick. All right, go ahead and close that out. This will take him off the board, right? We only got 15 entries. Is that correct? Okay, you can hit the shuffle once. All right, let's roll. And the 15th pick is going to go to Eric. All right. Go ahead and close that. All righty, go ahead and shuffle once. Roll it. This is going to be the 14th pick. 14th pick is Frank Flores.
Frank the Tank.
Frank is back in the league this year.
All right, Frank.
Frank is a former Super Bowl champion, by the way.
Okay.
Beat me first year running. All right, go ahead and shuffle the deck. Let's roll it. This is pick number 13.
No.
AJ has got the 13th pick.
Wow.
Let's roll to the number 12. Go ahead and shuffle. Let's spin. This is going to be the 11th pick. Is that right? Robert Cepeda, who is last year's no trade league winner. All right. Go ahead and close, shuffle. This is the trade league. All righty, roll it. This is the 10th pick, y'all, or 11th pick? 10th pick goes to Cynthia.
Okay, we got some female energy and okay, that's what's up.
All right, my sister-in-law.
All right.
Go ahead and close, shuffle. Let's roll it. Come on.
Oh, come on.
There you go, Dustin. Mike.
I will.
Which he's recovering now. We're going to see Mike is getting back on his feet. Man, we wish Mike the best of luck. He's also a former Super Bowl champion. Go ahead and shuffle. Let's roll it. This is going to be the 8th pick, I take it.
Yep.
Tiffany, my daughter. All right.
Come on, baby.
Go ahead and close and shuffle. Alrighty, I guess this is going to be the 7th pick here. Coming down to the wire, coming down to the wire, coming down to the wire!
Always.
Dustin with the 7th pick.
I'll say that.
Okay, that's you. Okay, we in the room.
All
Okay,
right.
all right. That's pretty high up.
All right, shuffle. Let's roll it. That's for the 6th pick, I believe. So I got my numbers wrong here. 7th pick.
Oh.
Taz. Mike Hernandez. All right, shuffle. Roll it. Oh, Deitre, my wife. She's gonna be happy with that.
Hey, man.
She always start out the year with kicking everybody's ass, and then she kind of falls off. But we'll see what she do. Maybe she starts slow and end strong this year, huh? All right, here we go. It's the final 5. This one,
So who in the room haven't picked yet?
Miguel.
Okay. Oh, that's Miguel from the shop?
Yeah,
Okay,
Miguel
my
got
boy
the-
Miguel still in the game. All right. Getting
All right,
thin.
last 4. I'm in the final 4. Just me. I'm only left. I'm only one left. This is the trade league.
Yeah.
All right, 4th pick. I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That worked out. That's cool.
Well,
All
outfit worked, huh?
right. Yeah.
1 to 4 and 9 to 12 type of,
All right, let's run the top 3 picks. Here we go. Who gets the 3rd pick? Edgar Vasquez with the 3rd pick.
Man. Marcus. Man.
Marcus and Jacoby, man. Uncle and nephew. Here we go. We're going to battle it out. Shuffle 3 times for me, Reg. 1, 2, 3. All right, run it. Jacoby's playing football tonight with Milby.
Bing, bing.
So
Oh!
Jacoby got the 1st pick.
So close.
Marcus with the 2nd.
So close.
So congratulations, Jacoby, man.
All right.
Milby Buffalo. All right, man.
Yeah,
Awesome.
because now y'all got to explain to me the significance of it. How's it?
Well, the draft is going to be held either Tuesday or Wednesday night of next week.
Mm-hmm.
And when the draft starts, that's the pick they get.
How do you know? But how do you know? How do y'all know who to pick? And I know it. I know it's not based just on the great players, so just the numbers and all that.
Well,
I have no clue.
You'll have a pick from anybody in the league.
Right.
Well, offensive-wise, defenses, you pick the defensive unit of that team, like
Yeah.
the Baltimore's defense or Chicago's defense. But when you draft an offensive players, you get to draft 2 quarterbacks, 2 wide receivers,
Yeah.
A flex.
flex, running backs.
Gotcha. So y'all just base it on the numbers.
Right.
Okay, I got you. What you think gonna generate the? Okay, I got you.
Right.
So forth.
Yeah, I got you.
That plays a big part, right?
Yeah. Guys getting hurt.
Lamar Hamlin.
Yeah, right.
A couple years back, that messed up.
Right. You ain't gonna play. Ain't gonna mess with that. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Which you can still play this year, man. You can take my spot.
No, I'm gonna let y'all have it, man.
I only started 2 years ago.
If we get to show this on Legends 34, I have to make this announcement because we have K involved and we're doing it on the platform. And I know people are going to be watching this and excited on the outside looking in. Next year, if anyone has any inclinations on being a part of this, I can expand the league to more leagues, if you will. I got 2 running now. We can expand to 3 or 4 more leagues to accommodate more members. But I can't do that until next year because we're right up on the season. But if anyone's interested, contact me through the site information, and we'll get you in line for next year. So sorry about those who are on the outside looking in, but man, it's a blast, and I hope we get to expand to, 4 teams in the future, right? We've always talked about that. But alrighty, so that's the halftime. I think we're going to go back to football now. We'll come back to the last spin. And I wanted to talk about the Texans a little bit.
Yeah.
Kickoff for the season is next Thursday. I think the first game is Chiefs and Baltimore playing next
So next week.
Thursday is when the
So
season
they're not
starts.
waiting 2 weeks. It's this next.
Well, this is one
but
of the
it would
weeks,
be okay.
yes.
I got you. Cool. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
And then the Texans they play Sunday, I believe. I think they're gonna play the Colts. Yeah. And Lucas Oil Stadium, which we won there last year. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. By the way, Archie, if you're watching this, I hate the Colts, man. That's why we need to get Archie on the show, man. We're gonna need him coming in high side with his Colts gear on. You know, Archie Lee Harris.
Yeah, okay.
Herschel Wood.
Archie Lee, a Colts fan.
Yeah, he's a huge Colts fan, man. We have to get him on the show.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see, man. But this year we got a Monday night game, I think.
We got a Christmas game.
Got a Christmas game.
Absolutely.
And that's another thing. Just the Texans, just like the Rockets, they're gonna get a lot of national TV action this season because with the weapons that they added,
Right.
man, barring injury, offense scoring ought to not even be close to a problem this year. It shouldn't be nowhere near an issue this year.
Well, if any inclination, ESPN dropped a top 100 players in the league this year, which they kind of do that every year. But Texans made 6 players on that 100 list.
Yeah.
You know, of course, the quarterback Stroud, Mixon at running back, Diggs at receiver, your 2 edges and Hunter, which we just acquired him, and then we know what Big Willie's all about, and Stingley. They got him in there as one of the top corners this year.
See, that's good balance on both sides of the ball to have 6 guys. You know, that's. I wonder how many other teams have that many, or if any teams have that many on the top 100. You know, I'm probably sure it is. Maybe Kansas City, somebody, I don't know, but that's strong representation on that list to have that many guys on both sides of the ball like that. So.
Plus the depth behind those players. That's another thing I don't know if the Texans have ever had.
Yeah. On paper, I can't think of us having a better roster, this deep. You know, we could probably go back to the Aaron Foster days and with Andre and those guys, and JJ and I, but I think this is one of the deepest teams on paper that they've ever had. You know, but we know paper don't win no championships.
Right.
But and injuries always is a cloud. But I'm looking at this team like they could really compete. You know, yeah, I see this team being, I want to say top 3 in the AFC, because you know Kansas City is going to be there. You know, I would assume Baltimore is going to be there. People would argue Buffalo here and there, but outside of Kansas City and Baltimore, everything else, who else would you look at? Because I don't think nobody in the Texans division is better than them. I don't know what the Chargers are going to look like. They got a new head coach and all that, but I'd look at us to be a top 3 team in the AFC this year.
Right. And it's competitive as it is, even in that division.
Yeah.
Depending on what the Jazz are going to do this year, and the Colts, of course. And
yeah. You know, your division always going to be tough. It's always going to be hard to win within the division, even if you're in a weak division. And the Texans division, the AFC South, has been one of the weakest divisions, you know, just in the last few years. But I always look at us where we should win 4 games minimum in that division. You know, we should go 4-2 in that division, in my opinion. 5-1 would be beautiful, but anything under 4-2 in that division is going to be a letdown for me. So if they can go 4-2 in the division, they got a first place schedule, which is going to be tough, way tougher than the schedule that they had last year, but they're a better team. So they should be able to go get some good road wins and handle the business that they're supposed to handle with the team they're supposed to beat. And win 10 games last year. 11 or 12 is my hope for them this year. To hope they can win 11 or 12 games, win the division, and make a good run, man. Make a good run. Because they're not sneaking up on nobody this year.
Right. Everybody's expecting them to win it all.
Yeah.
From what it sounds like.
We're
Everybody's
close to it. Maybe not the whole thing, but no less than what they did last year. They won division and made it to the second round last year. So, you know, the expectation now with the additions that they made, people are going to automatically say AFC Championship game at the least. You know, so that's my 11 or 12 games, AFC Championship game. That's my projection.
Thoughts on paying CeeDee Lamb the whole bank all the armored cars full of money
4
to
years,
keep him in Dallas.
136. What did that add? What did that come out?
I think it's like 30-something million a year.
Yeah,
highest paid ever.
You took the words out of my mind. I didn't know where that ranks on the scale of the receiver salaries or whatever. But that's just the economic climate that we in. He was like seriously like I'm finna go, like I'm ready to go. So, Jerry Jones made that mistake years ago with Emmett. He acted like he didn't want to pay him, and they started off 0-2. So I think he learned his lesson. Like, let me go ahead and pay this guy because he's the best they got.
Right.
Top. You don't want to lose. If they lose CeeDee Lamb, then you might as well. They not predicted to do anything no way this year, just nothing major. But if they lose him, you might as well shut it down. Yeah, but that's a nice little bag, man, for CeeDee. I'm glad he got his money, but Dallas gonna need a lot more though. I don't see they've been strong in the regular season. I haven't seen what other teams in the NFC East have done in terms of improving their roster, but I think Philly's gonna still be right there. I don't know what the Giants are gonna do, and I don't know what Washington is doing, but Dallas should still be the second. Dallas should still be the second best team in that division. Barring something happening to Philly or whatever, but pay that man his money. That's what I say.
Yeah, and probably Detroit going to be right back in the fray of things.
Yeah,
they got a good squad, man. Good coaching staff, good players.
That division is always
so
competitive, man. You got Detroit and Green Bay. Green Bay, who made a tear of joy run down my eye when they beat Dallas last year. But yeah, I mean it's gonna be a strong division. Minnesota lost their number 1 draft pick, man.
Yeah,
he got hurt for the year, but they got Sam Darnold, who's been in the league a few years. I don't know what kind of performance he's gonna give, but all these divisions are gonna be competitive. It's just gonna be about who really jumps out, gets the bye. Because that's big. Winning 2 playoff games compared to winning 3 to get the Super Bowl, man, it always been a big deal, man. So I love to see the Texans kind of fall into that kind of pocket, but, we got to see.
Right. We will find out.
Indeed.
Well, I think that's about it for NFL news or football news.
Yeah.
I guess we get to the spinning of the last league, and that is the No-Trade League, the Legacy League. And shuffle it, I guess, Reg. And let's run it. So the 16th pick. Reggie. First time in this year. You're going to get the pick last. But for those who don't know, there's a snake draft. It goes 1 through 16. And then it starts at 16 again, and it goes backwards to 1, and then it goes back the other order. So it's kind of a snake draft. So actually, by you getting 16th, Reggie, you'll get 2 picks on top of each other. So you get the 16th, and it starts over. You'll get 16th again, and it starts working the way to 15th, 14th, 13th, the other way. You'll see on draft night. So sometimes that's an advantage, having 2 picks together on the draft. Let's shuffle it, run it. This is the 15th pick. I lost count last time. Joe Gooseman with the 15th pick. Remove him. Let's shuffle. Let's run it. Is that camera over there on the table running, Reg? Jacoby can too. He's going to get shuffle the deck. Alrighty, run it. Dustin.
Man.
The 13th pick. Alright, remove him. Let's shuffle. Run it. There you go, Eric. That's the 12th pick. Shuffle the deck. Let's run it. Mando, who's recovering also in the hospital. We wish him the best of luck. Get back on his feet. Yeah, shuffle it. Let's run it. This is the 10th pick here, and that's going to be the newest player of this league this year, Sulu. I believe this is a lady, from my understanding. Shuffle the deck. Run it. Should be the 9th pick here. Junior got it. 9th pick. Everybody's clapping. He's off the board. Huh?
Yeah, thank God.
See, that's the price comes for winning, Junior. All right. All right, another one off the board. Move. Shuffle. All right, let's go for the 7th pick. By the way, last year we bowled to determine the order.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, get me off the board. Darn it. All right. As soon as I turn my head away, darn. All righty. Shuffle the deck. We good. Let's do it. AJ. Is this the 5th pick? 6th pick? All right. Remove and shuffle. Let's run it. While we're still up there. D-boy. All right, my brother-in-law. All right. Got the 5th pick. Gonna be happy with that. Go and shuffle. Final 4. Here we go. Ashley's in there. Marcus in there. Tevin's in there. Oh, Tevin. I'm ready. Brown-eyed girl. Tevin, speaking of the devil, he's gonna be happy. 4th pick, man. All right, remove him and shuffle. Get down to the final 3. All righty, here we go. Last year's Super Bowl winner, number 3. Shuffle, please, couple times. One more time. All righty, let's run. Let's see who gets the 1st and 2nd pick. Is it going to be my daughter or is it going to be Uncle Marcus? Let's see. Marcus gets the 1st pick, Ashley with the 2nd.
In the other league, he got the 2nd pick.
Yeah, Ashley, my daughter got the 2nd pick. Marcus got the 1st pick, man. He's going to be happy.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
Because I heard y'all say this 2 times when some of the later picks, y'all said it don't matter. So like so the positioning, I know it matters, but it's like not a make or break.
If you know football and you know what these players are capable of and you know things happen, you have players sometimes that they do their very best and then they don't do their very best.
Right.
So it really doesn't matter. But you know who can produce at a slow, steady rate. You know, when that build up impacts and they're on that field and they locked in.
Right.
And you know, and you can also tell by off the field what they doing off the field. Like practicing more, are they doing something to their core to where they can be, you know, vulnerable and be exactly. Yeah. So I don't follow the list.
The positioning.
I do my research and I see who's out there, who's doing what they do, who's practicing, who's out there improving their game. Yeah. So it doesn't matter.
Nah, that makes a lot
Jefferson
of sense.
didn't have a good year last year, but you know who had a good year as a wide receiver last year? Devontae Adams.
Yeah. And even a guy like and I don't know, but like y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I wouldn't think that before last year a guy like Nico Collins would have went as a high. Yeah. and then he turned out to have that kind of
Nico finished top 10 last year.
Right. Okay. That's why I was wondering. I was like, okay.
Well, here's the most important factor in fantasy football.
Yeah.
It's called the waiver wire.
Okay.
The waiver wire happens every Tuesday, if not Wednesday, at like 3 in the morning. That's all the players who other teams discard.
Right.
Like we call it basura, the trash can, right?
Yeah.
But this is important. And when he says or they say it doesn't matter, it does not matter. I am a perfect example of this. First year I played fantasy football.
Yeah.
I play with another group. Now I have my own league, but I played with somebody else's league the first year I ever played.
Yeah.
There was 16 teams in. I didn't know what I was doing on draft night.
Right.
I had a bad draft.
Yeah.
Why did somebody tell me this thing, the waiver wire, right? That was their mistake.
Right.
Once I learned that I could build my team now from the waiver wire, from free agency, it was over.
Right.
So I started finding these hard jewels in the rough.
Yeah.
That year, the receiver for the Giants, I forget his name, Victor Cruz, I believe it was.
Okay.
And then I picked up Deshaun Jackson. Remember the Eagles had a great year.
Yeah.
I picked up all these teams off the waiver, players off the waiver wire, and I built a team that got me all the way to the Super Bowl.
Right.
I lost, got my ass handed to me in the high hat.
Right.
40 points, but I made it to the Super Bowl on a team I built off the waiver wire.
Right.
So to credit what he's saying, it kind of doesn't matter if you know what you're doing on the waiver wire.
Right.
Every week you could pull players,
Gotcha.
let alone free agents, like say players that come in mid-season.
Yeah.
Right? Who was one last year that came in mid-season? There was somebody came in mid-season.
I can tell you who had a good year on Dolphins. It was somebody that was hurt real bad, and Devon Acme came through.
Right.
And he was
It was Jeff Wilson.
That's what it was.
And that's the best feeling. You get this scrub player, right? But he's getting you 30 points and you're winning.
Yeah.
And you got him out of the trash
Something
can.
you didn't expect to happen.
Right.
Yeah, because on the same token, I'm assuming like you pick a guy who you think is just guaranteed numbers, and he tears his ACL the first game of the season. Yeah, something like that. Okay.
And that happened last year. There was a lot of injuries last year. I think last year was the most injury-plagued season we'd ever had.
Wow.
Like everybody was dropping like flies the first 3-4 weeks. You all remember that?
Yeah.
Everybody was scrambling on the waiver wire to get
So when that
replacements.
happens, you got to adjust like the actual team got to adjust.
Right.
Like we got to figure that. Let me get this guy. Ain't none of that. It's just like he gone.
Or if you're in the trade league,
there's
trading available, right? The trade propositions or this player for that. There's another league that we have. There's no trading.
You can wheel and deal.
Right.
But okay, I got you.
But still, in the no trade league, you can acquire from the waiver wire.
Right.
Both leagues.
Yeah, I got you. All right, see, I'm learning, y'all.
And
learning.
Here's the tricky part.
Yeah.
The end of the year.
This is what I gotta really explain. People don't understand. People who have won, right, Junior? People that have been there, they know about this. Last 4 weeks of the fantasy football season is the last 4 weeks of the NFL's regular season.
Right.
See, their playoffs don't coincide with our playoffs.
Gotcha.
So what happens on the last game of the NFL season? You watch enough NFL.
Yeah.
What do teams do on the last game of the regular season?
They sit guys out.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Frank got a ring from me because I had all these studs.
And they
I had
didn't play.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He came in that game, threw his 50-yard touchdown record, and he got out.
Right.
Frank had some scrub to this day. I don't know who he was.
Yeah.
Got me for 30 points. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's strategy. You got to know what you're doing. The last few weeks of the NFL regular season is our Super Bowl or our playoffs for the fantasy season, and those are the hardest to roster.
Right.
Because you don't know, case in point, he had Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Dustin made it in both Super Bowls.
Right.
And lost both.
Yeah.
He had Jalen Hurts, which hurt him. Jalen Hurts played, but they did not play him.
Yeah.
If you remember this Week 18 game, he played, but he wasn't running the ball. He wasn't passing. They just played him real conservatively.
Yeah.
And ended up with, 12 points?
Right.
which hurt him.
That sunk him, yeah.
Which he could have put in a quarterback off of his bench and might have won it.
Yeah.
But who's not going to play Jalen Hurts? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know, and it's a lot of strategy because of the regular season again. Last games, they play conservatively or they don't play certain
people getting off the gas.
Right, and that's our playoffs.
Right.
So it's a big challenge, man. Right.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, that's
but again, all its glory.
Yeah.
We go in here. The belt. This is for the Trade League and all of its winners for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Combined, I don't know what camera's going to see what.
Yeah, that's strong.
But K-Rino can bless it.
Oh, man, I ain't going to touch it. I'm just going to read it, you know what I'm saying?
And the trophy for the No Trade League, which has got 2 winners. Junior won it last year, now the new winner. Yeah, hopefully this.
That's a bad boy, that trophy, though.
And the video here, but.
Yeah, no, that trophy, the truth.
I'm trying to destroy it, knock all the cameras down, destroy the production of the show.
Yeah. That's a bad boy right there.
And last year's winners is Robert Cepeda.
Yeah.
Which his team name is My Ball, Zach Ertz. So everybody has their creative names too. That's another thing. And he's now in Dallas, so we might have to ship this bad boy to him. And Junior's gonna miss this. This was a piece of your furniture, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So when somebody else wins, you got to get a trophy up?
Yeah. Junior had it for the whole year.
Wow.
But you get a ring though.
Trophy?
But you also get a ring.
Yeah.
That you keep.
Wow.
Right. So then the belt. Last year is Miguel Melo's son, Angel Melo. CD's Nuts. That's his name of his team.
And that's the most interesting part, like the names.
Yeah, right.
And Miguel changes his name every week, right?
Yeah, I think it's something troll, something crazy.
Hold on, time out. I need a 20-second time out.
Yeah.
So, what happens when these dudes they lose and they don't want to send the trophy to you and you won, man? I'm like, how did that work, man? You've been had this trophy in your house all year, and then now I win, and Reggie don't want to send me the trophy all of a sudden, man. How did that work, man? We just got understanding, like, look, man, we got to be sportsmen about this.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Well, luckily we've never had that issue yet, huh, Jimmy?
I know some cats that ain't going to want to come off the trophy, man.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope, though. That's dope.
And there's a fee involved, $50 each team, and then whatever accumulates the pot, they win that as well.
Right.
But this year's, you can do the math, there's 16 teams in each league this year. Well, it's a big pot, man. So people definitely get excited about that.
Yeah, no question about it.
But this was great to have it on Legends 34. We are honored, privileged to be part of this.
Man,
thank you again.
I learned a lot, man.
Hopefully that brings us all good luck this year, right?
I learned the biggest thing that I learned. I'm gonna take this with me in life. The rest, it don't matter. Whatever they say, it don't matter.
Right. Well, I guess next time, man, we'll head on home and subscribe, drop a comment, get in where you fit in, right? Legends 34.
No doubt.
Peace.
Man. Salute.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
The Houston Astros are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
This is the Legends 34 Sports Podcast with your hosts, K-Rino and DJ Wrekk.